Hello,
Hello,
I'm Kate Butch,
and I'm Caitlin Powell.
and this is Horse Girl Summer. It's also Quiz Gone By, the podcast where we talk about nostalgic film, TV and snacks and try to work out if that's what made us queer, but it's mainly Horse Girl Summer.
It's Horse Girl Summer!
Horse Girl Summer! I'm so excited.
I'm so glad we decided to do this about 8 months ago. And then gradually went, let's not do an entire 3 months of horse content.
Gotta reel it in.
It's just this.
Just...
Yeah. Yeah.
Clip,
That is
clop,
the
clip,
process of this pod. Rain! Like a horse.
Rain on me, rain, rain. I'd rather be dry, but at least I'm a horse.
Rain on me, nay, nay.
It has barely been a minute and we've already lost our minds. It's Horse Girl Summer. We're very excited. We did, like you said, we planned to do a lot more horse content. Horse tent, if you will. I won't.
Please don't.
I'll try not to. Because we were going to do Caitlin's Way, which is an Australian horse show.
I was going to demand we do that for my birthday, and then I was like, I'll have nothing to say about this.
Because neither of us have seen it.
Yeah.
We've only heard of it.
Yeah.
I also wanted to do Scahill Ponies.
Yeah. Was that also a plan to do... Oh, fuck, what are the colourful
Spirit
ones?
Stallion of the Cinnamon.
Oh, yeah. The
cinnamon.
The ones there's a horrible, horrible fan base for that's just men sexualising little kids' dolls.
Oh, My Little Pony.
That's it. Wait, am I allowed to shame them? I know you're not supposed to kink shame, but sometimes you should be ashamed of your kinks.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's very fair. But we're just going to do the one this summer.
Yes.
We can save them for subsequent summers.
Oh, we've got 7 summers ready.
You lucky things.
Yes.
But we're going for a classic of my childhood. This I remember and this was requested by a Patreon for this month, but we were like, we're already doing it.
Already doing it. Shush. Yeah.
It is the seminal 90s stalwart. I don't know.
Oh, she's using words.
It is Chatterhappy Ponies.
With that have linked up.
They're so happy. They're chatting. They're thrilled about
chatting.
it.
Their chatting was very unnerving. We'll get to it, but...
Oh, bloody hell.
But we were... First, before we get onto the actual programme, can I talk about what happened before the programme? Because we were watching it on YouTube.
Oh, yes. Another VHS rip.
Yes, and there was an advert, which was the most unsettling thing I've ever seen in my life.
I want to talk about it.
It begins with, a park, and everything's lovely, and then a clown skips diagonally, which is the spookiest vector, across your field of vision. And then Ronald McDonald starts casting spells.
It's kind of like It.
Yeah.
He's, in the background of, a baby in a pram, and he's like, hiya.
Hello. Yeah. Terrible. And then he makes the kids follow around in a line playing tunes like he's the Pied Piper of heart disease. It's awful.
This is like the Ronald McDonald advert at the beginning of Chatterhappy Ponies Can't Hurt You. But the Ronald McDonald advert at the start of Chatterhappy Ponies, and he's there, and he's like, he's gonna hurt you. Mm-hmm.
He is asleep.
And there's not even a ba in sight.
Yeah. No, it's very quiet, which is very eerie.
It's so horrible. It's like a swing, a single child on a swing, creaking. And then he's like, who wants some chips?
It was awful. It was so bad.
Luckily, that was the only advert that we had.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think I could have handled more. I was like, I'm ready to turn this off now.
That gave me... I had to, have a lie down for a second.
So we watched from volume 1 of the Chatterhappy
Episode 1.
Ponies video collection. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
1997. This was from.
We were 1 year old. Well,
Yes.
or maybe not. Barely. Who knows?
Barely. But yeah, and it kind of. I think this was on a lot of the time on CITV, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
In like the
I
early
don't
noughties,
think-
so like 4 or 5.
Were these books as well?
Are you thinking of Shelty the Shetland Pony?
I might well be.
Which is an iconic piece of literature.
Oh, do you have it
that-
right there?
Literally, this is just on my desk. I didn't even put this. This is the iconic Shelty the Shetland Pony.
Yes! Oh my god, that, oh my god. Little snowy boys. Little
Which I used
snow baby
in-
bunnies.
Maybe I was like 12, and we had some friends who were like peak horse girls. They're also great, iconic moments of people. But we used to do like plays of this, where I would read this and everyone would act it out. But, critical eye, we'd read it for the shit that it is, and we just roast it. It's a precursor to this podcast, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
Also, yeah, look at this trash horse girl. She looks like a prick.
Well, she looks like Harriet in the...
Bitch.
Yeah. We'll get to her.
Anyway, Horse
Yeah.
Girl Summer, Chatterhappy Ponies, Sparky's First Day is the episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not a horse girl. I find horses a little bit scary. But these are little ponies. So they're like an accessible height. I love these horses. They were great.
They were all pricks, and I'm kind of here for that.
Which one? Okay, so there's 4 horses. Wait.
Yes.
Yes, 4.
Well,
There's
there's 4
Sparky.
main horses, and then there's silent horses in the background. And I'm
There's Ronald
like, do these
McDonald
not
with
have
his
the
wand.
power?
Casting spells.
Giving them the power of speech.
So Sparky, who's the new horse, the new girl on the block,
Mm-hmm.
Jenny from the block, she's the all-white horse. Or are they called grey? Isn't that what white horses are
Oh,
called, very
yeah.
confusingly? Bizarre.
How many hands? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
How
all I
many
remember
hands
about
do you
horses.
want?
And then we've got Daisy, who's
Spongy.
the Midlands one.
She's from... Okay, there was Brummie representation and Welsh representation, which, as a Welsh Brummie queen, it's not a title anyone's giving me, but I've chosen it myself. I felt so represented in this moment.
And then we've got Trigger the Welsh one.
Yes.
Trigger warning. He's called Trigger.
Yes. And he's an all black, or like dark brown? I'm unsure. Very
Black. I
pretty
think he's
horse.
black.
Okay.
Oh, Daisy's brown. We forgot to say that Daisy was brown.
Oh, yeah, she's splodgy. Strop is all brown.
Okay. Daisy's like, imagine a horse, and that's it. Like, this is like median horse.
Yeah. I guess. I feel like when I imagine a horse, I imagine like a fancy one that's all one colour. She's like a
Okay,
tortoiseshell
well then.
horse.
Palomino? Is that the word?
Oh, I don't know, but it sounds fun.
Because I used to be a horse girl. As I have,
I could tell that
I went
from
on like a.
everything about you.
I think I went on. Have I told about this horse camp? Camp.
You have.
And then my horse got kicked in the head, and then they took it out and shot it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I had a similar
there's-
experience with a tiger. Yeah.
Strawberry Row is another type of horse,
Oh.
which sounds like a street where a
Ginger?
gay person would live.
Yeah.
I think that's what strop is. Because we were talking about the word strop a couple of episodes
We
ago, weren't
were! Yes, I got very excited. I was unsure whether I felt Okay, which one of these horses would you like? What? Which is your horse? Which is your favourite horse? If you were a previous
Trigger.
horse girl. Trigger. Okay, so I'm very torn
he's
between
gay.
Daisy and Strop because Strop is my
Oh.
mood, but I feel like Daisy is like more me.
we? Daisy's a
bitchy
full-on
Midlander.
prick.
I love her. In fact, my least favourite is Trigger. He's a bit of a simp.
My least favourite is Sparky, because she's like a basic white girl.
Yeah, a bit, but this is Horse Girl Summer, so what are you going to do about it?
We are riddled with basic white girls.
We're both basic white
We're
girls.
both basic white girls.
Let's be real here.
Anyway, Sparky is in a horse box.
Yes.
And she's going down the motorway in a
I had
camp
a
little red
breakdown
ensemble.
When I realised it was from the perspective of Sparky. There's like a narrator's voice being like, it was my first day at horse camp. And I was like, this will be a little girl, of course. No. It's from the perspective of a horse.
Were you expecting the horses in Chatterhappy Ponies to stay silent?
You know what? I was. And that may have been my mistake.
It was. So she's going to Chatterhappy Farm in her little camp red bridle,
ensemble,
boots, tail, guard,
red
tail
cord.
bandage.
Yes.
Little boots, loved it. Big fan.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm so excited I could hardly eat my hay. And we see footage of the horse eating hay.
Yeah. I was like, so what's the truth?
Someone's lying.
Why is there video evidence of you eating your hay? And the guy driving is a bit slow, so people are beeping their horns. Okay, right. You live in the countryside, right?
I do.
You know as well as I do, you do not beep a horse. That's a surefire way to get a panicky horse.
He's going to kick you in the face. He's going to bash your windscreen in.
Yeah. Also, there's no one coming on the other side of the road. Move round the horse.
Overtake, bitch.
Yeah. Ugh. So yeah, that frustrated me.
And they're driving slowly towards Chatterhappy Farm, which is described as the friendliest riding school in the country. And I was like, okay, I have no reason to believe otherwise. Where's it got this reputation?
I don't know. You were wrong, you were fooled, you were manipulated.
I was taken in like a trouser too wide. Is that
just the thing you say? Wait, did you come up with that right? I love that. I'm taking that.
No, it's from Human Remains with Julia Davis.
Is that a film? What is that?
It's a TV series with her and Rob Brydon.
I love Rob Brydon.
I mean, we don't stand Rob Brydon, no.
Why not?
He said faggot on the TV.
What? Oh yeah, that you had your
That's
whole
my
drama
job.
last Christmas.
Oh my god, it's still fucking going.
Really?
People keep coming back. People keep finding a tweet from last Pride. And I'm like, this is not even a pinned tweet. Go away. Stop
Good
liking
Lord.
it. I had my moment in the sun.
I'm in the shade and I like it.
But anyway, Human Remains is a great TV series. They're different episodes every time. The one that I'm referencing is the best one. I think it's called Slither In. Like Slither In.
Yeah, yes. Okay.
And it's about these people who host swinging parties. And they've also got... They're also looking after their sister, who's in a coma. It's hilarious. It's so dark. It's so dark. It's like, she's so lovely. They're from the Midlands in this one as well. She's like this. She's so
the Midlands.
lovely and passive, and she doesn't pass judgment. And that to me is the beauty of a coma. It's so good.
Wow.
But anyway,
I must watch that. Anyway,
I felt taken in like a trouser too wide.
I love that.
It's very dark. And then she goes, at least... Oh, it's the friendliest riding school in the country. At least that's what I'd heard. ... And I was like, oh shit.
What's going to happen? And then we get the most horrible animation of horses' lips, which is something I didn't think I'd be talking about today, and here we are. It's awful. It's so upsetting. It's just like little...
It's like, yeah, they've filmed the horses and then put something over the top of the footage. And it's not nice.
It's just
I don't know how
the top lip
adequately
going up
describe
and down. It's awful. That doesn't do anything for the listeners.
Voice actors who are very close to their microphones.
They are, aren't they?
Who are like, I want some lovely cress. Do you want some lovely cress? Do you want it? I want some lovely... You're being very nasty. Very, very harsh.
I adored... the Welsh horse is like, can a pony get quite a bit of grazing around here? It was adorable. And then And then what did the Brummy horse say that I really enjoyed? Something like, oh yeah, a sharing pony is a caring pony. That was adorable! Oh. Very happy.
And then they hear a little horse noise. As... No, I can't do it.
No.
As the horse box approaches. And then Daisy's like, oh, I haven't got to run anywhere, have I? I've done enough running this morning. I'm like, I am this lazy horse.
I thought you said this horse is a prick and you didn't like her.
Yeah, I'm a prick, I don't like myself, and I'm fucking lazy as shit. A lot of these characters, of these things that we review that I don't like, it's because I see myself in them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always like, God, this loud girl is so obnoxious. Hang on a second. Oh, God.
Fair enough. And the humans turn up, and they're Charlie Browning all over the place.
This was so upsetting. What the hell was going on? It did make sense though, because I would get quite annoyed when the horses talk English and the people talk English, and I'm like, so you can converse then, but they don't. But this way, no conversing is happening.
I think if there was more conversing going on, all of these problems would be solved. If these horses and these humans could communicate a little better.
If some of these horses were not pricks.
Some of these horses had been shot in the head at the
my
start
God.
of the week. Then no, don't kill these horses. Mr. John, the posh man who
Yes.
owns the farm, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
He does like what? Oh, what? He's telling Tim, the driver, off for driving slowly. And I'm like, all right, Mr. John, she got here half an hour later than you were expecting.
She's a horse.
Fucking Tory cunt. Yeah, like Mr. John's peak Tory, like landowner Tory. We
Very
don't
that.
stand.
No. And then they open the little thingy. Oh wait, you're right.
She makes a noise. Sparky makes a noise from inside the horse box, and one of the horses goes, "Whose is that wet Winnie?" And I'm like, who amongst us hasn't asked that at least once in their life? Whose is that wet Winnie? Wet Winnie is my new drag name.
Wet Winnie. Oh,
Wet Winnie, bam.
that does sound like an awful 50s cartoon character. Oh, look who it is! It's Wet Winnie. You know. It's like when a character's called Fanny, and you're like, no, you knew what you were doing.
Correct. A dick. Bit of Kiss Me Kate fuel there.
I see.
There's a song called Tom, Dick or Harry, and they just say the word dick a lot.
Ah.
A dick.
I bet everyone in the theatre club at university or whatever was like, I'm enjoying this.
The theatre club, how dare you?
Theatre society, that's the word I'm talking about. Drama society. Theatre club, drama society, same difference.
I found my old, drama sock jumper the other day, and I was like, I haven't worn
Were
it
you
for
wearing it the other day?
Oh, yes. I
Is
was
that
like,
the day you wore it? Okay, right.
yes. Could you not see the tear marks down my face? But enough about my mental state. Let's talk about Patreon.
Let's. Patreon is a great platform where you can support our independent podcast from just £1 a month.
And in return, you'll get great rewards like early access, bonus episodes, badges, and snacks.
And if you're in the TRACY tier, you can get a shout out in each of our main episodes.
Which is what's going to happen now. Thank you to Cole Scahill,
Sofia Hole,
Lia Maro,
Laura Kenny,
Ed Colley,
and nothing is certain except Beth and taxes.
a legend.
Truly.
If you'd like to join these wonderful people in supporting our podcast and sign up for membership from just £1 a month, visit patreon.com/queers.
That's patreon.com/QUEERS.
Anyway, one of them goes, ooh, what if it's a new pony? I'm like, well, it's not a new fucking cow, is it?
What else is it gonna be? Come on.
You've heard it make a wet Winnie. It's not going to be... Jesus Christ.
Wet Winnie, sure sign of a horse. That's how it works.
Well, call me a horse.
Call me a horse and give me a Wet Winnie.
And then she comes out of the box.
And they do a fucking slow-mo fucking Beyonce air in the hair nonsense. And she's standing there like a superhero in her red cord. It's adorable.
Oh, and one of them's like, what does she think she's wearing?
And I was like, a Luke. Thank you.
How dare you? They also have like footage of them looking at her and talking, but they've kind of cropped the camera so that you could just see their eyes. And I'm like, thank God they're not showing their horrible animated mouths. Like, they ran out of money here.
Yes, it's very true. And she trots over, and they all run away because they don't want to talk to her.
They're all pricks.
Yeah, little bullies. Bullying this poor, annoying horse.
Except Trigger's kind of nice.
No. He fancies her. That's very different.
I had Trigger as gay.
But he's all like, oh, she's nice. I'd let her give me a Wet Winnie.
Okay. Okay, yes. That's fair. She asks him, what are the riders like? And he goes, well, actually, there's this really horrid girl called... And then there's like a 3-second pause where then Daisy goes, steady on, Trigger. And I'm like, the pacing of this nonsense. And then he also goes,
it's awful.
Harriet. Horrid
Harriet. I'm like, almost right.
Don't be horrid, Harriet.
I love like the back and forth not Trigger, what's her fucking name? Sparky just keeps saying non sequiturs. Like, oh, it's nice to be here. I've got a lovely new pair of boots. And they're like, okay, where was that grass? Off I go. Bye-bye. It's very sweet. And by sweet I mean, but yeah.
And then her narration is like, what's going to happen at the first riding lesson? And who is Harriet? I'm like, Harriet's going to be horrid. Well, that's going to be shit.
Yes. And then we have the most manic transition I have ever experienced. It's like a PowerPoint spin, but like triple speed, with a horse whinny at the same time. I had a panic attack, I swear to God. It was too much.
I felt a bit motion sick.
Yeah.
And we get the iconic riding teacher. She's put upon, she's harried.
Yes. Harried by Harriet.
Oh. She's on the verge of a nervous breakdown. We love her. And she's like,
she's like, she sounds like Swedish Chef.
Swedish Chef.
Swedish Chef teaching riding.
I tweeted about it recently, but I started
What'd you
watching the new Muppets TV series on Disney Plus.
There's a new Muppets. There's more Muppets, and they can't make more women. More women Muppets, I mean, not in general.
They had a camp lady sheep who was a prick.
Oh.
She was fun. And they were all just
Cool.
bullying Linda Cardellini. It was a really strange time.
Who's Linda Cardellini?
Velma off the Scooby-Doo films.
Oh, we have to review that. Because
not the
the
Muppets
Lukes.
show.
No. No.
Okay.
We need to review the film specifically where Linda Cardellini wears that orange latex number.
Correct.
For research.
Is that Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed? You're a Jonathan Jacobo. On this new Muppet show, anyway, they interview RuPaul, and they all the Muppets appear, and they're like, I want to ask a question, and not one of them asks a question about the fracking.
Or why aren't trans people allowed on Drag Race?
Also, there's like a pig who's... I saw myself in the pig. The pig knows a lot about drag.
Okay.
He's really annoying. Anyway, Swedish Chef does a cooking show with some lady who's a cook.
Mm-hmm.
almost kills Gonzo's chicken friend.
Not a massive loss.
But he's like, put her in the pert. And I'm like, don't kill this chicken. I mean, they are making chicken curry, and the lady has pre-cut chicken bits that she's frying up. And I'm like, make the connection, please.
As a vegetarian, I'm happy with them to kill that particular chicken.
Same. I mean, kill Gonzo. Kill them all. Kill all the Muppets.
Which one's Gonzo?
The nose.
Oh, no. Okay.
But I just spent a lot of the time just really upset by Swedish Chef's real hands. Because he's a felt man, but the hands are a real person's hands.
Why have they done that?
That's how they've always done it.
Oh, I don't like that at all. I have a question. And the answer is probably yes, Caitlin. Have I ever made you watch Lady Gaga's duet with the Muppets?
Potentially, Caitlin.
Because that's the pod. Those are our two interests.
What do they sing?
I can't remember. But she also duets the song Fashion with RuPaul in the same show. It was like Lady Gaga's Christmas Spectacular or something.
Oh, I remember that happening. I don't think I watched it.
Right. Well,
I'm sorry.
I'm going to send something to you.
Okay, I'll look out for that.
Because it's just Lady Gaga being like, I'm great, I'm in my art pop era, big hair, basically naked, and all the Muppets are like, la la la.
Well, I look forward to that. Anyway, the teacher is... and they're missing someone. Someone's not there.
Enter Harriet. And she's been auditioning for Miss Trunchbull, apparently.
She is stomping and pouting. Stomping and pouting. Frowning and crying.
Fun.
She's iconic. She's like, I'm Harriet.
This kid was doing the absolute most.
I was glad of it. I was like, give this child an Emmy.
I was so here for it.
BAFTA TV.
And also, the mum, can we talk about her very briefly? So Harriet's mum has got on a Versace, or at least Versace-style scarf, gold earrings, red lipstick, and a fucking gilet. The ugliest combo of things. Style icon for me, honestly.
Oh, there's a lot of lavender going on, and...
Oh, there's so much. Oh.
I was kind of here
I'm a
for
big
it.
fan. Yeah.
Imagine a horse mum.
Yeah.
She's the
but
median
like times
horse
100. More glam.
Okay. She's
It's
top end
horse
of
mum who works in the city.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. We've got 3 cars. And then they go around a bit in the paddock. Paddock. And Trigger's like, I did some lovely trotting. I'm having a great time. But Harriet's a prick, and she's pulling Sparky this way and that way. Oh yeah, Harriet's getting on Sparky, we should have said.
Yeah. And Harriet's been, a massive prick. And it just is... It's been a massive prick, but also looks really upset the whole time. And I'm like, just get off the horse. Just stop.
She's not having fun.
You're not having a good time.
This isn't your calling.
No. But she's got all the kit. She's got a little jodhpurs? Is that what they're called? And her little blazer that they wear. She's got a whip. Who gave... Not a whip. A crop. Riding crop. Who gave her a crop? She's a child. She didn't have a weapon.
I had a crop as a child. I feel bad about that now. It's not very vegan, is it?
No. Well, you don't whack them. You just kind of give them a little
tippity-tappity. A boop, if you will, to use a modern parlance. I had a riding helmet that was... Whatever riding helmet I had, even the biggest size, was too small for my massive fucking head. So I'd always come away with a headache.
Oh. Tragic.
It's very sad. Tragic.
I mean, limited sympathy if you were a horse girl, but...
I mean, the solution was there, and it was to stop. And I did stop.
Yeah.
I went to drama class instead. And look at me now.
Of course you did! I thought you were going to say something, you just did a dance.
No, I quit doing rugby to go to horse riding, and then I quit doing horse riding to go to drama, which I think is like the progression of
Yeah.
things.
I was about to say, yeah. Oh.
Sad times.
What did you do
Happy
in
times as a child.
rugby?
Stood in the corner and tried not to cry.
Okay. That's
And thought about the chips that they made in the rugby club at the end.
Ooh.
That was the main incentive, because they were like really good chips. And I'm like, I will go, I'll stand in the cold for an hour and a half.
An hour and a
I'll be like,
half?
oh.
Good God.
Maybe it was an hour. It was a long time. I was like, I'm open. We were. And then I'd just be like, you're going to get chips at the end. It's going to be fine. Do not worry.
Yeah. I had that playing hockey. I kind of liked hockey, but it wouldn't really have an incentive. You just got back on the bus. You just left the area full of lots of children. I was like, oh, thank God. I think I was there for the sense of relief that I got from moving away from other children.
I'd love to go back and play rugby now. I mean, that's my type. I mean, there wouldn't be much rugby going on, if you know what I mean.
Aye. Well, there's that whole thing about if you're in scrum, they do a bit of, like, grabbing of the balls.
What?
Apparently.
Okay.
That's like a tactic. They grab balls. But, like, genitals!
What's that meant to achieve?
It's supposed to be distracting. I'm sure it is.
It would be. I could do that. I could be chief ball grabber.
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone does. Everyone mucks in.
Roll up your sleeves and get grabbing. Everyone mucks in.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't like to have the weird ears of a rugby player.
Isn't that only if you're in the scrum? You could be just at the back of the scrum. Like,
how am I going to grab the balls if go underneath? I see.
Yes.
Okay.
And hope they don't collapse on you. Or do.
Or hope they do, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I
this
want
is
this for
new.
you. Let's try and make this happen for you.
If anybody knows of any rugby groups, I mean, there's rugby groups everywhere, aren't there?
There are definitely gay rugby groups.
No, I don't want that.
Oh, okay.
I want the straight people who might beat me up for grabbing their balls.
Why?
Because I have a low opinion of myself, Caitlin. How have you not worked this out?
I don't want that. But then if you get beaten up, I'll have to deal with it.
Well, I'm sorry that you don't want to muck in, Caitlin, and let me achieve my dreams of holding
of groping straight
heterosexual. Yes.
Why is that a thing in the gay community? Just out of interest, that's like a thing, right?
Groping straight men.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are attracted to straight men, because it reminds them of their fathers. No, unless your father's not a straight man, in which case, interesting. I don't really. The thrill of the chase. I don't know.
Okay.
Whereas I'm attracted to people, regardless of sexuality. The main criterion is that they're not attracted to me. So it bridges the whole spectrum.
I mean, having workshopped several men that you fancied with you, it does seem that the problem might be that you don't approach them. Because you're a catch.
We've got too far into this now.
Okay, sorry. You can cut this, I'm sorry.
No, I'll keep it in, because I don't really know how to work the software. But,
Sorry.
so,
I'm just saying,
you're
you're lovely. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, stop it. Oh, thank you. If anyone's listening to this, well done for making it this far.
I don't know how you got this far, but sometimes I forget this is recorded.
It's a candid look behind the scenes of two queers having a breakdown.
I mean, yeah, that's the subtitle of this show.
Anyway, much like the listeners of this podcast, Sparky has had enough.
And she scabbers.
She basically kidnaps this girl.
Fair enough.
And then she's galloping all the way through the school, like, people are looking on like,
Yeah.
the mum's running with a gilet.
Yeah.
And she throws her into this huge pile of straw and shits on her?
No, I think it's like old hay that's been shat in.
Oh, old shit.
Yeah, I don't think Sparky
Money for
does
old
like
shits.
a leap and shit situation. Although she does bow, which I found very disconcerting.
How does she bow? I was so impressed.
Like, her legs crumple under herself. She's like, this is elegant, yes. And I'm like, no, incorrect. It's terrifying.
It was the peak of elegance.
Oh, okay. I was scared of the horse.
I was like, how does this horse do this?
Oh, yeah, same. I was like,
that's a well-trained horse.
Yeah.
He's done well. Lots of apples for that horse.
Showbiz
horse. Show pony. That's the phrase, isn't it?
Show pony, yes.
Or show boating. Is that the same?
No. I think showboating is like taking over, whereas show pony is just being a bit of a camp time.
Part of a group of show ponies.
Yes.
Trigger goes, "Oh, she's so impressive." I'm like, to be fair, Trigger, she is. And that's where I thought it was gay, because if you were like, this horse can bow, you're like, oh my god, a bowing horse, that's impressive. No straight man is saying that. No straight horse is saying that either.
Oh, see, I thought he was impressed by like literally everything she did, so he was like, oh yeah, she's very, very good. You know.
Okay, I see. No, that's fair.
You know, like, who knows? Let's find out what's canon in the sexuality of these horses.
You can get gay horses, can't you?
You can get all queer
You can get gay
animals.
everything.
I found out, well, it was on Twitter, so who knows? But,
Pinch of salt.
On Twitter the other day it said that, so female lions when they're in heat are always like horny out of their minds. So they have little lioness orgies until the men come around. Which is a fucking mood.
Love that for them.
Yeah.
They didn't show that in The Lion King.
They did not.
Not even The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Which is the superior film, and that's a hill I will die on.
Does that have Kovu in it?
Yes. That's why it's superior.
Sexy angry horse. No,
and
lion.
Also, He Lives in You. Deception.
Oh, is that from the second one?
Disgrace. He is not one of us. You Pendy. That one about... Can I still just be me? Great time.
I don't know. Did Elton John
Have you not
write
seen
it
The Lion
again?
King 2, Simba's Pride?
I think I've seen some of it, but I don't remember We've learnt this. I've forgotten most of my childhood. I should not be doing this podcast, and yet here we are.
This is me leading you back down memory lane.
Honestly, this is therapy for me. You're doing what my therapist could never.
And this is a chance for me to be like, look at all these things I remember. Be impressed by my memory.
Look at my collection. This was just on my desk.
How dare you?
But it was, you said it was.
You're very right.
I'm not mocking, I'm admiring. I know, they sound quite
line.
similar in my voice.
Oh, well, thank you. This is lovely. Anyway, because Sparky has been a cunt, they're like you're in the gang.
Welcome to the team.
Which is an interesting lesson to learn.
It's kind of like whenever we have a guest on the pod. It's like, are they going to be a cunt? They are! Welcome to the club.
Whenever we have a guest, they're like, here's this show that I loved. And we're like, think again.
Mind if I tear it to pieces? Thank you.
I remember, this is, I think it's been a year, this is our year episode.
I was going to ask, is this it? Wait, it can't be.
Me.
Didn't we release it after, midway through August?
Yeah, it's midway through August, Caitlin.
It is.
Which has snuck up on us, frankly.
Yeah.
I think this is around about a year. Obviously it's
God.
not episode 52, but I remember it kind of started off as us being like, let's remember all these shows that we used to watch, and now we're like, this horse is a prick.
Have you tried grabbing balls? I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I feel
this
like
would
we
be a
were
lovely...
always that. But
Yeah.
we took a little while to come out of our cunty little shells.
This would be a lovely moment to, like, wrap it up and be like, thank you for a year of this. But I accidentally watched the first couple of minutes of the second episode and I have a lot to talk about.
Okay, I didn't. Lay it on me.
Basically, it starts off with Harriet arguing with a child over getting to ride
Wait,
on
Harriet comes
Sparky.
back.
Harriet's Harriet's the main villain of the piece.
If I got thrown into some shit, I wouldn't be coming back. I'd take a hint.
And if I came back, I wouldn't be begging to be on the horse what throwed me.
Wow, that's
She's like, Sparky, Sparky. Have you learnt nothing? You're an absolute idiot. You're a disgrace.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to ride on Daisy because she's like old and shit.
Also, like, it's well known that Brummie accents are the least trusted. They did an experiment with pilots, and apparently if you're on, like, an airplane and you hear a Brummie pilot over the mic, people's expectations about how the trip's gonna go down, like, 50% or something. It's so upsetting. So upsetting.
That's amazing.
I mean, it's basically just
And I can
elitism, because it's Brummie accent, it's regional accents are the lowest trusted. So it's bullshit, but also...
I did a really
think
good
there's something going
project for
on
my
there.
A-level English language about regional accents on children's TV. Oh no. Oh, fucking hell. I did Blue Peter and I did Watch with Mother. And I was like, people won't watch Barney Harwood because he's northern.
Barney Harwood's great.
He is great, but that was the
Oh.
main thesis. Because it was like, hey, hello children, welcome to the 1950s. Here's some puppets. And then Barney Hart was like, oh yeah, you're right.
Aww. Barney's such a sweetheart. Anyway, this second episode.
Yeah, and then nobody wants to run Daisy because she's shit. And
Rude.
this is where I turned. This is the last bit I saw because I had to turn it off here. Caitlin, the horse cries.
What?
The
Why?
horse. A tear runs down the horse's face because nobody wants to ride her because she's old and shit. How did they make the horse cry, Caitlin? I need to know.
Also, how did they put sexism, ageism, and elitism into one character? That's a lot for one horse to handle. And on that note...
Was it camp? Harriet's mum, the teacher.
Harriet and Harriet's mum, yeah, they're quite camp. They're very Matilda. You know what I mean. Oh my god, Harriet's mum is a little bit Mrs. Wormwood.
You chose horses, I chose courses. No.
Versace scarves. But is it queer? Also, no. Wait, actually, let me think. I think her little outfit's quite cute. But does cute mean camp? I don't think it does.
It's not. It's like. It's there. It's she's wearing it. I don't really know.
Yeah.
We're very
Well, you think
generous when
Trigger
we
is
allow us
gay?
camp.
Yeah. I'm happy for you to live in the delusion that Trigger's gay.
Okay. Mr. John, I think, he pays for the company of some young men.
I think he's a closeted gay Tory, yeah.
What? The classic gay Tory tropes.
Yes.
What? I tried to. How do these humans orgasm?
I don't wanna. I'm not joining in, I'm just letting you do this. Christ alive.
I've had enough.
Catherine,
now.
please.
I think dumping a child in hay and shitting on it is an arrestable offence, but it's pretty queer.
Yeah.
If you're a horse, not if you're like an adult human, that'd be weird.
Yeah. I as I was watching it, I was thinking Kate will be very pro the dumping shit. And I wasn't wrong, was I?
You were not. At least I didn't say I was attracted to any of the horses, because I wasn't.
That is a surprise, because you're attracted to, I was going to say most things. That's not true.
I liked Strop's negative attitude. That was, like, the personality of someone that I would find attractive.
Okay.
Because he's a prig and selfish. But no, I wasn't like, these horses. The dog was cute, but not like cute. The dog was like cute as a dog. It's a cute dog.
Adorable little puppy,
a small boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's not a particularly... It's saved from being a fully straight programme by just the weirdness of some of it. Like, the unsettling, like, wait, they did what? Of some of it, you know?
Yes. I remember
with the horses and the Charlie Browning.
What. There's maybe a recurring pair of comedy villains who are like horse rustlers. And they turn up with vans and try and kidnap them.
Rustle
the horses
your
always
horses
go
along
with
us.
Rustle your horses! Love it. So maybe we could go back to it. Who knows? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Well, no, we've got more horse
or not.
content to do next summer. Bloody hell.
Yes, exactly. Oh,
But yeah, that's it. That's the end.
that's it.
That's a year.
Thank you so much for listening. A year! Thank you for sticking with us if you have.
And if you've just joined
Good on
us,
you.
I mean,
Prepare yourself.
there's a whole year of content to go back and listen to. How very exciting for you. I wish I was you. I wish this was the first time I was listening to these. Or even the second or third. So do subscribe if you haven't already. Rate and review the podcast. Tell a friend.
Yeah.
Tell a horse.
Tell an enemy.
If you know someone called Harriet, get
Whisper
in
into her
contact.
ear. Horse whisperer. Anyway.
Or throw her in some hay and shit on her. Just to see what happens, really.
You can follow us at Quiz Gone By on Instagram and Twitter, and on YouTube we've uploaded all our old episodes.
We have.
And oh wait, have we talked about Patreon? Yes.
No.
No. Okay.
You can find us on Patreon, which is patreon.com/queers. You can also follow me at Kate Butch 1 on all the social medias.
You can follow me at Caitlin Powell on Instagram and at Caitlin PWLL on Twitter.
And we shall see you on Tuesday for some more Tracy Tuesday. And we shall see you next Throwback Thursgay for the main show.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
It's been a lovely year.
Imagine us doing like a horse bow.
Don't. I refuse to be part of that fantasy.
Imagine me doing a horse bow and Caitlin is not there.
Caitlin is looking on disapprovingly.
Caitlin's in a gilet, but
But also a fun scarf.
crucially.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's sorted. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.